I've got a couple of complimentary plays coming your way today for the Sunday card in college hoops. I'm going to take a look at the Atlantic 10 championship game between St. Louis and St. Bonaventure in the NBA, between the Bucks and the 76ers. Last night I cashed in with another raise the bar 20-dime release in college hoops with Utah State getting the job done over San Diego State. A little harrowing in the final couple of seconds there as San Diego State launched a couple of three-pointers that were off target in the closing 6 seconds. But hey, whether you win by 200 or whether you win by one, a win is a win. So today, another raise the bar 20-dime release, my third in a row in college hoops. As I continue to press the action, this one is going to be on the Cincinnati-Houston game. It's my favorite game on the board, and it is going to once again be the half-price play of the day using coupon code HALF. I've got to talk about the hottest handicapper here at the site right now. That would be Jack Brayman, who is going for an 8th straight winning day. Another top-rated 100-dime best bet. This one in the Sun Belt Conference. UT Arlington against Georgia State. Matches yesterday's winner on Utah State. Matches Friday's 100-dime winner on Xavier. Matches Thursdays on Rhode Island. Matches Tuesdays on Denver over Minnesota in the NBA. Matches Mondays in the NBA on the Houston Rockets. Here's the bottom line. Over the past 364 days, 1 day short of a year, he has made $10 bettors $21,917. $21,917. That's wins minus losses minus the VIG. And people will say, okay, yeah, but you had to go ahead and pay for his plays, right? Okay, granted, you had to pay for his plays. So, what is his year-long package cost? 365 days of service would have cost $1,795. But with various discounts here, like for example, yesterday you could have bought his year-long package for a discount of 24%. So again, he's up a little over what did I just say? $21,000 over the past year. You could have gotten 25% off the year-long package. So all in all, still, you would have still been up over $18,000 over the course of the year. The guy's just had one hell of a year. So props going out to Jack. Today, you get the 100-dime winner as he goes for an 8th straight winning day for over half price off by using coupon code 100-DIMER, 100-DIMER. All your other discounts and promo codes are over on the homepage. Hey, props going out to Shawn Michaels. Shawn yesterday hitting the first ever 200-dime release of his career. He was on Utah State as well. Believe me, we were both sitting there waiting for that game to get over against San Diego State yesterday. Whew, like I said, scary final minute of that game. So let's get to the complimentary plays. I like the 76ers today. Listen, Joel Embiid returned in their most recent homestand, and they picked up 3 easy wins. Of course, they were playing the Pacers, they were playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, they were playing the Sacramento Kings. The quality of competition goes up today as they go to play the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, the Bucks are coming off an interesting game at Miami on Friday night. They were down by 23 in the first half, 20 points at halftime. They roared back and they won that game. They won it handily, in fact, 113-98. If you only knew the final score, you would think, it's a piece of cake, easy win. But they were down by 20 points at halftime. But the Bucks have lost Malcolm Brogdon, their starting point guard, who had started all 64 games this season and had quietly on that team where he's virtually overlooked a very strong season, 15.6 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.2 assists. Now, with him out, Eric Gordon sometimes will slide over there and run the show. Chris Middleton sometimes from the forward position sometimes will run the show. But mainly it's going to be Eric Gordon and George Hill. Now, George Hill has been pretty silent this season because, surprise, surprise, George Hill has been injured quite often this season. Now, he just returned on Friday against the Heat and played 7 minutes. That was his first game action since February 23rd. I think this is a good spot to jump on the 76ers. They're getting 6 points. Do I think they can win? I'm not sure. But it's a generous points. 6 points. I think they stay easily within the number here. I think this is going to be one of those 117, 114 games, 123, 120 games. I think they stay within the number, and I think they're a great underdog play. In college hoops today, listen, I have another Raise the Bar 20-dime release. I hit the 20-dimer last night, as I said, with Utah State, right? And I'm coming back with another one today. It's on Cincinnati and Houston. It's going to be my third straight 20-dimer. Last Sunday, I hit one with Wisconsin over Ohio State. And by the way, it's the half-price play of the day using coupon code HALF. But today, my second favorite play happens to be St. Bonaventure against St. Louis in the Atlantic 10 championship game at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. This is a great situational handicapping spot, and here's why. 8 days ago, St. Bonaventure beat St. Louis at home. It was a game that they were down by 5 points at halftime, and then they pulled away in the second half, and they won that game. And let me just look it up. It was a 66-57 final score. They scored 15 points off of 13 St. Louis turnovers. They really clamped down defensively, and that's what St. Bonaventure really has done so well in the second half of the season when they turned their season around. They held the Billikens to 33.9% shooting in the second half of that game. The situational handicapping scenario here is that by virtue of winning that regular season finale last Saturday at home, St. Louis earned itself a first-round bye in the Atlantic 10 tournament. They easily beat George Mason on Friday. They took care of business against a very hot Rhode Island team yesterday. And keep in mind, they beat Rhode Island 68-51 yesterday. This is a Rhode Island team that knocked off regular season champion VCU. I think it was 75-72 on Friday. That was a VCU team that entered the tournament with 12 straight wins, right? So they took care of business the past 2 days against George Mason and Rhode Island. Very easy games. And they have now won 9 of their last 10. And on the other hand, you have a St. Louis team that beat Richmond on Thursday, beat Dayton on Friday, beat Davidson yesterday. The Dayton and Davidson wins, pretty impressive, and they were kind of easy. But you have St. Louis playing a fourth game in 4 days. St. Louis plays a very physical style of game. Very physical. Fourth game in 4 days for the team that plays physical ball. Rhode Island, St. Bonaventure, third game in 3 days, and they've had 2 pretty easy wins. And St. Bonaventure, the team that just beat St. Louis 8 days ago at home, is the better defensive team. And St. Bonaventure is a 1-point favorite. I love St. Bonnie. Again, if I didn't make Houston and Cincinnati my favorite play today on the board, this game, St. Bonaventure and St. Louis, would have been my favorite game on the board. I mean, it was a toss-up. Which game was going to be the 20-dime release? I opted for the Houston-Cincinnati game. Otherwise, this would have been it. And I love St. Bonaventure, pardon me. So St. Bonaventure and Philadelphia are my 2 favorite plays. And of the 2, I kind of like St. Bonnie a little more, but listen, I like them both. And those are your 2 complimentary plays. The other game I had looked at today was the game between Tennessee and Auburn. Listen, I had free plays yesterday on the video report in the SEC semifinals. I thought Auburn was a great play against Florida. What happens? They fall down early. They rally late. They have an 8-point lead with 4 minutes to go, and they go ice cold from the field, and they were lucky to win the damn game. Tennessee plays awful against Kentucky, but then Kentucky collapses in the final 2 minutes, and Tennessee comes back to win it. Damned if I know which way to go in this game. So I have no opinion. I mean, Auburn beats Tennessee at home in the regular season finale, denies Tennessee the opportunity to become SEC regular season champs and earn the number 1 seed in the tournament. Instead, it goes to LSU. I think Tennessee is the play today. But I'm the guy that went 0-2 with the semifinal free plays yesterday. So what is my opinion worth in this game? Absolutely nothing. So I'll stick with the Bucks and St. Bonnie instead.